If you scan the reports, the strange becomes tidy. Clock errors, missing footage, user mistake. The boxes are clean. The nights are not. 11 people sent these to me with names changed and places blurred, asking only that I write them the way they lived them. Think of them like hairline cracks in a pane you thought was thick. The rules are simple. If a voice uses your breath on a line you did not dial, hang up. If a door stands where no wall should allow, do not open it. If two of something wait for you at a light, count to 10 and pick neither. What follows are reality-breaking stories that never found an answer, only a behavior. Look, then look away. Keep moving. Believe what kept you alive. First glitch. Graveyard shift at a highway diner where the clock loses a minute a week. At 2:19, I rang up a trucker for eggs and black coffee. The receipt printed with tomorrow's date and a timestamp of 2:19, matching down to the second. I checked the terminal clock. It read 2:19. The wall clock read 2:19. The trucker chuckled and said, "Guess we beat the sun." 10 minutes later, a second trucker walked in wearing the same jacket, same carrier patch, same keychain of a silver trout. He ordered eggs and black coffee. When the ticket printed, it matched the first number for number. The footage from the dome camera shows both men leaving by different doors at the same moment. I placed the receipts side by side. The ink looked thicker on both, like the machine had pressed twice. Second glitch. Office tower swing shift. Me and the janitor and 1,000 empty cubicles. I took the elevator to 12 for a printer jam, watched the numbers climb, felt a lurch, and stepped into a hallway I had never seen. The carpet was the same color, but pattern was rotated 90 degrees, forming arrows that pointed me back into the car. The printer room door existed where the break room should be, labeled in a font our company did not use. Inside, the machines sat dark but warm. My phone showed no signal and a time of 12:12, which never changed while I stood. When the doors tried to shut, the gap showed a second me in the elevator's mirror, holding my phone to my ear. I backed in without looking at my face. The car went to 11. 12 never appeared again. Third glitch. Four-way stop in a suburb I drive daily. Two maroon sedans pulled up opposite each other at the same second. Same dent on the rear quarter, same cracked fog light, same school decal peeling on the window. Both drivers wore baseball caps and the same watch. We all waited, then waved, then all went at once, then braked. My radio flickered and caught the end of a weather update from last week. The left sedan's plate ended in 709. The right sedan's plate ended in 709. I looked down to shift and looked up to find only one car remaining, through the intersection, heading west. At home, my dash cam showed two cars until the frame where a bus passes. For a field, the sedans overlap, one inside the other, and then there is only one shadow. Fourth glitch. The hallway in my building runs 20 steps from elevator to my door. I count with groceries. I never miscount there, ever. One night it took 22, and there was an extra door between mine and the stairwell, same paint, a peephole set low. The number plate read 4B, though I live in a 4-unit stack and I am 4B. I set my bags down and listened. From inside came my show at the same line mine was speaking. My phone camera would not focus. The image pulsed like heat. A neighbor came out of the stairwell and frowned at the new door like it was a scab. He touched the knob, felt cold through his sleeve. We both stepped back and the lights flickered once. When they steadied, the wall was unbroken, and my bags sat 2 doors away. Fifth glitch. Supermarket run after work, bright aisles, radio playing an old hit I hate. Introduce a woman in a red sweater squeezed avocados, put 2 back, placed 1 in her cart, then checked her phone. I turned to grab cilantro. When I faced the aisle again, she was squeezing the same 2 avocados in the same order, phone in the same hand, the radio at the same lyric. I pushed past to dairy where a kid stacked yogurt. He set a peach cup crooked, frowned, straightened it, then set the next one crooked the exact same way, frowned again, straightened. I filmed on my phone. The video shows me moving through still people like mannequins, and the song never advances. At checkout, the register clock read my start time. My receipt timestamp matched the moment I left home, almost to the second. Sixth glitch. My street is a short U with 10 houses. I walked the dog at dawn, phone in pocket counting steps. At the first corner, my neighbor waved from his porch. At the second corner, he waved again in the same sweater, same mug, steam the same shape. I checked my watch. 2 minutes had passed. A school bus idled at the stop sign both times. Number painted 214 on the nose. Back home, my wife asked why I had come in twice. The dog went to the water bowl, then went again with the same urgency. I checked the health app. It logged 2 identical walks layered on each other. Same pace, same heart rate, overlapping as if copied and pasted. The photos I took of the sunrise show the same cloud with the same bird in 2 places, in both frames. 7th glitch. Evening commute at a downtown light rail station with tiled walls I could navigate blind. The escalator down was closed, so I took the stairs. Halfway, the platform came into view. Same ads, same busker sawing the same 2 notes on a fiddle. I reached the bottom and a train whooshed past without stopping. Cars blank. No riders. I checked the board. Next train 2 minutes. The timer ticked to 1, then 0, then 2 again without the dots flashing. I climbed back up to Tri-Street level and passed the busker coming down, same 2 slow notes, same miss third, his case closed. At the top, the turnstiles faced the wrong way, gates on the side where the street should be. I turned around and the stairs were longer. An extra landing appearing with a green exit sign I'd never seen. I took it and came out on the same platform. When a train finally stopped, the car I boarded had my reflection in every window even when no glass should reflect. My phone clock read 6:14 3 times. 8th glitch. I bought a thrift store point and shoot to teach my kid shutter basics. We took pictures of pigeons on the library steps, statues, the fountain. Back home, I dumped the card onto the laptop. 2 files had the same timestamp to the second, same frame number, same size but different thumbnails. Opening the first showed my son grinning with a pretzel, pigeons mid-flight behind him. The second showed the same pigeons in the same wing positions, but my son's face was turned toward someone just out of frame, mouth open like answering a question. Metadata said both images used shutter 1/250th, ISO 200, and capture time 3:41 and 8 seconds p.m. I checked the camera. It stored only 1 picture at that index, the pretzel shot. An hour later, the second file overwrote the first without a prompt, same name, same time, now the version with my kid looking right, and a sleeve in the corner I recognized as my late brother's jacket. He never saw this camera. The phone's clock jumped a minute ahead without moving the second hand. 9th glitch. Fire drill day at work. We took the south stairwell instead of the usual north. I count stairs when I'm anxious. 12 down each flight, landing 12 more. From 14 to 13, the count went 15, then 12 again without the landing widening. The door for 12 had no push bar, just a smooth plate like a hospital ward. It shouldn't exist on that side of the building. I kept going. On the next landing, a window that usually shows the parking lot instead threw back a reflection of the stairwell, except my reflection held the railing with the wrong hand. A woman from payroll behind me asked if we'd missed a turn, then blinked and asked the same question in the same tone. We pushed through a door marked LL and came out into the lobby with sunlight wrong for morning. Long low beams like late day. My phone said 10:03. The wall clock said 4:03. Security footage shows us leaving the stairs twice, for minutes apart, same positions, different shadows. 10th glitch. My phone recorded a new voicemail while I was in the shower. The timestamp said tomorrow, 7:12 a.m. The transcription read, "You're gonna be late. Spill the coffee before you get to the turn." The audio played my voice on a bad mic, background noise like tires on rough pavement. I called my carrier. They blamed spam. I saved the file and forgot it until morning. Running late, I carried a travel mug to the car, set it on the roof while buckling the kid's seat, and felt the nudge in my head to move it. I grabbed it. At the first turn, a truck took it wide and forced me to tap the brakes. The cup would have slid. At 7:12 my phone pinged again with a duplicate voicemail that matched the first down to the glitchy inhale before the last word. The carrier later showed 2 records of the same call entering the system from my number, 1 day apart, same tower, same route ID. I deleted both. The trash emptied itself. 11th glitch. Overnight drive through 3 states, cruise set, podcasts holding me upright. I pulled into a bright travel plaza for gas and coffee. The logo on the canopy read the brand I always use, except the arrows in the name pointed left instead of right. Inside, the clerk wore the same earrings I'd noticed at the last stop 3 hours earlier. Tiny silver bees, but her name tag was the mirror of that name. Letters backward like a screenshot flipped. I paid cash for coffee. The lid had 2 logos half overprinted, one correct, one faint, reversed. Back in the car, I checked the receipt out of habit. It listed the same store number as the plaza I'd visited in the previous state and a city I had not yet reached. On the highway 5 minutes later, my bank app pinged with a charge from both locations at the exact same timestamp to the second. Same amount, same terminal ID. I still have the lid. The logos won't agree which way to face. These stories don't ask you to solve them. They ask for a behavior. When time doubles back, don't chase the version where you turn differently. When something wears your voice ahead of you, treat it like weather. Note it and keep moving. If signs mirror, pick the choice you would make in daylight. If a door appears where a wall belonged, step away and count breaths until the hallway remembers itself. Take 2 photos, but keep only one. Carry paper maps and a watch with hands. Write what the receipts say before the ink decides again. And if you're between 2 of something that should be 1, give it 10 slow seconds, then commit to neither on an ordinary day.